In this video, let's look at 3 capital signs you should end that relationship for both men and women. So ladies before gentlemen, let's begin with the ladies. Number 1, physical abuse. It goes without saying that physical abuse is the most intolerable defect in any form of relationship. And in this video, we're focusing on dating and courting relationships. So you should break these relationships before it even gets to marriage. So young woman, if you're in a relationship and there is any form of physical abuse, this is not something you can compromise on. This is not something you can tolerate, because this is about your life, and to live in that marriage, you need to be alive. Number 2, the man can't take responsibility to lead you to work or to provide. Now, the number 1 priority of a man is to love his woman. And we need to realize in this generation that love is not emojis or words or googly eyes or fancy things. Love is in providing. Love is in working. Love is in leading. So love is a verb. So if a man can't take responsibility to lead you to work and provide for your needs, it's unthinkable to think that many ladies today are in relationships with men who are doing nothing. You're basically the one paying for the house, providing for his needs. No. That's a very, very, very dangerous sign. Of course, you can separate. The man can put himself together, and when the man has put himself together, then you can say you can proceed with the relationship. But out of that, no, because it's unhealthy both for you and the man. The man was born to work. He was born to lead. He was born to provide. So if you find yourself where you are the one taking the place of a man, and the man feels that he's no longer a man, eventually, sooner or later, he's going to retaliate, usually with force, to seize back his position. Number 3, the man doesn't fear God, meaning he has no authority over him. Now, you see, the most dangerous thing is to work with someone who has no authority over them, meaning nothing stops them from doing anything to you. You see, the reason why a man may not lift his hand against you is not necessarily because he has a lot of self-control or he loves you so much, but usually because of the authority that he knows is above him. Because marriage is about you, a woman, submitting your authority to a man. So he becomes the head of that home. Now imagine submitting your authority to someone who hasn't submitted theirs. So basically you're playing on a handicap. An interesting thing you need to know is that there is no marriage on earth that can boast to have resolved all its misunderstandings and conflicts without the help of one authority or the other. Either they go to the parents or the pastors to help bring back peace. As a matter of fact, even many of you young people today, your parents are the ones reporting each other to you, and you're the one trying to bring peace, meaning there need to be an authority, someone the man can listen to, because they may not listen to you, but when you talk to that authority, then they listen to that authority. Okay, that was it for ladies. Now let's go to men. Number 1, because the number 1 need of a man is respect. Of course, the number 1 capital sign is disrespect. So young man, if you're in a relationship and you're thinking of getting married and this woman doesn't respect you, screams at you, challenges your authority. For example, you make an arrangement, you give an instruction, okay, this is the situation, this is what we are going to do. You won't do anything, I'll go next week and sort it out. And then you only go next week to realize that once she left you, she went ahead and did what you carefully instructed her not to do. Now, that's something very, very serious and dangerous, because what do you know when you're married she'll be able to do behind your back? Number 2, of course, physical abuse of any form in that relationship. So young man, if a woman will raise her hand so much as to slap you, that's very, very, all the sirens in the world should alert to tell you, danger, danger, pick up your shoes, turn the opposite direction and run for your dear life, because you'll be sleeping in the same bed with this person, and who knows what will happen at night. You got pillows there, you got laces and ropes. Just kidding, but you get the point. This is also very dangerous because a stereotype in society portrays a picture that when we talk of marriage and we talk of physical abuse, it's always the man abusing the woman. So it makes for that, even if the man is being tortured every day, and many of you watching this, you might know of such neighbors or couples or family members, the man cannot keep his ego aside to go and report. Imagine a man coming crying, my wife is beating me every day. So that makes for that, you're not just going to be in torture, but you're going to be in torture which you cannot speak up against. Wow. And lastly, number 3 for the man to check out if you see this sign in a lady is materialism. It's true, women are born receivers and they like flashy things, but you should be able to know when the threshold line between normal and abnormal is crossed. Because this point now is not just for you. You can be rich and you can be able to afford all the materialistic cravings that a woman may desire. But what happens about your children? You never know. You could leave the stage earlier than anticipated. So if a woman who is supposed to be the home builder, who is supposed to be the one who organizes the resources to ensure that they last for long, fails and only thinks about spending, then maybe your future may not be at risk, but the future of your children, it's certainly an issue of concern. So because you've watched up to the end, I'm going to give you a bonus for each of them. And of course, for both, it is commitment. Commitment is a very serious issue in a relationship. And here we're talking about either the man or the woman is unable to let go of past relationships. It doesn't make sense, and it always blows my mind when I hear people come for counseling and then they're telling you like they're dating someone that they know is still in connection with their ex. I'm like, why would you be with someone? Why would you cut someone with the intention to marry someone who doesn't prioritize you, who thinks they are doing you a favor to be in a relationship with you? Mind you, red flag, never continue in a relationship that it seems the person is just doing you a favor to be with you. It means that they're just going to help you. No. You are not on relationship welfare. So please pick up your dignity, pick up your pride, and go for what you deserve. You won't believe it, but I once attended a relationship seminar where a woman anonymously asked the question that was it wrong for her being married and her ex being married, for her to be hoping that her ex's relationship will fail and that hers too will fail so that they can remarry back and continue their first true love experience. Think about that. So that's it in this video. 3 capital signs you should end that relationship. Never tolerate this in your relationship, no matter what you do, for your own good. Well, it's free advice. Take it or leave it. I'm Bodas Djoumessi from Wisdom for Dominion. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're new here and share it. I want to say a big thank you to all our patrons for helping us produce this content. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.